Well, hello again. Lee Kreider here with the Ohio Ram Show. Another episode as we try to cover VRAW and VRAM. And we're going to talk to Lindsay McRae over in the United Kingdom today. And we also have here Jim Lawyer with us today. How are you doing today, Jim?
Very good. How about yourself, sir?
Well, I'm getting a little weary, Jim.
I know it's not quite as bad as running time stations all day long, but it's
not
getting
quite
there.
as bad. Not quite as bad as running time stations, but my problem is I wake up in the middle of the night and start thinking about what I'd like to do on here, and well, that's it. So anyhow, enough of that. We got Lindsay McRae here. I've never met Lindsay. We'll have to find out about it, Jim.
Excellent.
Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
Not too bad. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
And you're doing VRAM, is that correct?
It is, yeah.
Doing a great job.
Yeah. Let's see once. Eric Gomez is in here. Eric, why don't you pop in and make a comment? He's with the Team Suicide Prevention. Glad to see you in here, Eric. And so I was going to look up where Lindsay was at. Did you look his data up at all before you got on, Jim?
Right now, it looks like, if I can read it all the way over there, fifth place, and I can't read the kilometers from here.
Okay. So what's your plan, Lindsay? Are you going to stop tomorrow morning or be afternoon for you, I guess?
It'd be 2 o'clock for us. The plan is I'll stop at 2 and just have a rest and a clean up. And in theory, I'm back at work on Monday. So if depending on how far I've got on the actual race, if I'm going to carry on, it'll just have to be evenings and weekends, I think, and try and fit it in as best I can to complete everything.
Okay, very well. And where are you at in the United Kingdom, Lindsay?
Up in Inverness in the Highlands of Scotland.
You're up in my country. Although my mom's family came from the south down around. I can't think of the name of the town right offhand, but it's down close to the borders. My daughter was married there. So, at any rate, well, we're glad to have you here. Gee whiz. And not only are you from Inverness, I can even understand you when you talk. That's pretty good for a Scot.
It's originally from the West Coast, so it's not too dramatic.
Okay. Well,
accent.
That explains. I have a good friend that lives down in Airdrie, and I can't understand him on the phone. We just give up. So it's text messages for us. Hey, so how have you been doing?
Not too bad. It was a hard start. The first week or the first few days was quite tough going. It was uncharacteristically hot here, so that made things quite tough. But kind of settled into it, kind of over the weekend, and then this week's been a lot better. So it's been improving as the distance has gone on, thankfully.
Okay, just let me jump in here and say a little housekeeping. On the Facebook, we cannot always see who's in here. And so if you are in here, just give us a little text and say hi so we know you're here. And of course, we'd like you to give some greetings here to Lindsay as well. And also to... got any questions for him? That would be great as well. And I see Roland Huffman in here. Eric Gomez says hello. As I said, he's with Team Suicide Prevention. Had him on the show way back when we still thought we were going to have a race, Jim.
That's wild.
Yeah. And I'm guessing somebody else I might know is in here, but I don't want to presume. So Jim, what would you like to talk to Lindsay about?
I was just curious. Did you do a lot of trainer riding before this, or were you mainly outside? And how do you like riding the trainers?
Not too bad. I got a smart trainer a couple of years ago, just because the winter here can be quite harsh at times. So you're inside quite a lot. So I've kind of got used to it. But the longest sessions I've done would be at a push 4 to 5 hours. So this is a considerable step up.
Gotcha. Do you plan on riding Ram next year based on this experience?
I would probably quite like to if I could get to do it. The logistics and everything are tricky for me, but yeah, given the chance and with the qualifying now, looks like I've qualified okay, so it's a possibility. Yeah.
Excellent. We would love to see you out there. How do you?
It's been a great.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it's been an incredible experience. Just the VRAM side of it. It's I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but it's been quite the challenge. But it's been good.
Definitely. How do you pass your time on the trainer? Do you watch videos, movies, listen to music?
Well, I had looked at a setup so I could do stuff like that, but actually I found just watching the app running, because some of the segments you've got to be on top of the gears. It keeps you going. The last few days I've started listening to a bit of music, which has helped a wee bit as well. But it's passed way better than I thought it would do.
Excellent. Are you running on PC, Apple TV, Apple iPad?
Apple box on a TV, yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, I want to say hello to
and it's run faultlessly. I have to say, it just works. It's been good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I just want to say hello to Evan Stuyvesant, who's come in here. He's been on the show before. We're glad to have him in here. Cindy Robinson and Debbie Haas is back in. I have to call her Debbie Williams. I knew her as Debbie Haas. Glad to have you here, Debbie. And Cindy Robinson. Is this the Cindy Robinson that's friends with my wife? Give us a text message, Cindy. I've got you right here. I might know another Cindy Robinson. I don't know. So let me ask you, Lindsay, what kind of sleep pattern have you followed?
It's been flexible, shall I say. I had the original plan going in to go long and then just have one sleep a day of 3 or 4 hours. But within the first few days, that just wasn't working for me for various reasons. So I ended up falling into a pattern of sleeping for about an hour round about midnight, and then I'd get off and go have maybe 2 to 3 hours round about 10 o'clock in the morning, and then just repeating that through. And that seemed to be okay. That gave the body some decent healing time, and get me back on track.
Okay, very good. And Gordon McRae, I think maybe that's somebody you know.
That would be a brother. Yep. Yeah.
That's your brother.
The whole family have been pretty good on dot watching and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, and we have a Heather McNichol.
That would be my sister. It's a family affair.
Well, you got any aunts or uncles, mother or father who could show up here as well? Who knows? What Gordon says, fantastic job.
There's a strong possibility.
Well, we would hope so. Glad to see all these Scots in here. Like I said, I claim a pretty significant Scot heritage.
They've really the whole family and friends seem to have really grasped the dot watching phenomenon. So it's been quite the journey for them also.
Dot watching is intoxicating. Isn't that right, Jim?
Definitely.
All
Many
right.
days at the time station doing that.
Yeah. Nutrition. How's your nutrition been? What have you learned? What did you decide you didn't like? You thought you would?
Yeah, there's a few of the things that your favourite foods that you think you can eat all day, every day on training rides, but after a day or two, a bit of palate fatigue sets in, and you start craving different things. So I've kind of gone off the sweet and onto the savoury, and then textures as well. I'm starting to choose food by texture as well as taste. So it's just having a good selection, I think, so you've got something to suit the moment as much as anything.
Okay. Hey, you don't drink that iron brew stuff up there, do you?
Not yet. I'm saving that for the sprint finish.
There you go.
My friend down in Airdrie, he swears by that sport drink, and I went there and tried it, and I thought, oh my Lord, I brought a bottle home and they wouldn't let it in because they considered it a toxic substance. It's I don't know when describe. You ever hear of it, Jim? It's spelled IRNBRU, I think, something like that. Iron brew.
No, I haven't.
Well, you're just consider yourself lucky. It's almost as bad as haggis. Gordon.
I know what that is.
Okay, and Karen McCall, doing a great job for a man powered by cake. She knows something about that. Is that your sister, brother?
She's a friend who's been keeping me right in terms of nutrition and sending me food parcels.
Okay, great. And somebody here says, Chris Monroe says beers are on the chill, Mr. McRae.
He's my nearest logistics manager, so he's getting things ready for tomorrow.
Okay. Is there anybody here that's not a relative? That's not a relative of Lindsay?
It's definitely a team effort. The cycling bit is almost the easy part for me. Everyone else has been working very hard. It's very appreciated.
I do have to ask you this one question. Thinking about it, you're living in Inverness. Do you work for the oil industry? Is that what takes you there?
No, I work for the salmon industry, salmon and trout equipment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, I guess if it wasn't oil, it'd be fish, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was 50-50 chance.
Never been to Inverness. I've been up. We were headed up that way along Loch Ness, and we were staying down at the bottom end of it. And a day just got away from us and got tired, and just decided that we'd leave that for another day. Never got back up there. But I do love the Highlands.
Oh,
I do love the Highlands.
They're quite the place, quite spectacular.
Yeah. I never will forget stopping there at Urquhart Castle and seeing that thing that they use to throw stones at castles. I forget what they call it now. It's quite a
trebuchet, I think.
Yeah, just a big slingshot as far as I was concerned.
Basically.
So you have to go to work tomorrow, I guess. So Monday. So that kind of takes care of where you're headed.
Yeah.
Have you done better or worse than what you thought you would do? I shouldn't say better or worse. Farther or...
To be honest, better. It was just I didn't know what to expect. It's something so different from anything I've done before. So it was a bit of an unknown. But to be up in the top 10, I'm more than happy with that.
Well, it was a tough field.
Again, it's the most competitive field of any race I've been in. So to be vying and jostling positions with some of the names you see on the sheet, it was quite a privilege.
Yeah. Okie doke. What have you got on your mind, Jim?
I was just wondering, based on where you think you would go, basically what Lee just asked you, are you ahead of your plan?
I'm probably somewhere on par. I was hoping to try and get the full distance in the 12 days if I could, but just because of the structure and some of the hill sections have slowed me down more than I thought they would. So, but overall, I'm happy with the performance. Couldn't have done a lot more in some of the kind of aspects of it. So I'm pretty happy.
Gotcha. What kind of trainer are you using?
Tax Neo.
Gotcha. Excellent trainer.
So yeah, just a good fan to keep it cool because it's been running pretty much 24/7. So and it tech wise has worked okay for me. So that was quite good.
Great.
Okie dokie. Well, we've had quite a few guests pop in here. Some of one or two were not family members of Lindsay. And are all those people up in Scotland, or do you leave some back in the West Country?
They're fairly well spread over the whole of Scotland, actually, to be honest. A few on the West Coast, a few southern, and some here in Inverness.
Okay, very good. All right, here's somebody else. Ruth Elford. Keep it up, doing a great job. And I see Simon Hughes is in the background there. Hi, Simon. Again, if you're on YouTube, I cannot see you if you come in. If you're on Facebook, I might see you because not everybody shows up here. So anyhow, well, Gordon, we want to thank you for being with us. Good luck. Keep healthy. And Jim, again, thank you for everything.
Thank you, and keep on riding and finish strong.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to try my best.
And Frank Lachnick showed up here just now, just popped in before we say goodbye. Glad to have you with us. Sorry you didn't get in here any sooner. Okay, we are going to have to check out. We have some other things to cook here, including my dinner. Okay. Well, thanks again. Maybe we'll catch you down the road somewhere, Lindsay.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for having me on.
Very good. And we want to thank everybody once again for watching the Ohio Ram Show with Lindsay McRae up there in Inverness, Scotland. And the next show we're going to have is later on this evening, our time, 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. I had them written down here, which is, well, I won't try it. You'll have to figure it out. 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time is midnight Universal Time. We're going to have the leader of VRAM on here. Suzuki is his last name. I'm not going to try his first name right now. So check in with us. We'll put our post up to give you an entry to it, as we always do. Thank you for being with us. And again, thank you, Jim. And thank you, Lindsay, for joining in on us. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Oh,
cheers.
Yeah. And wash your hands and keep wearing those masks.